Tomato sauce-based stains are some of the most notoriously difficult to remove. If you're dealing with a stain emergency, you can jump to this timestamp. Otherwise, to learn all of our secrets, tomato or not tomato? That is the question. First though, let's explain what we mean by tomato sauces. This video is designed to help you remove stains from any sauce, condiment, or other preparation that contains tomato as an ingredient. This most obviously includes pasta sauces made with tomato, like bolognese, marinara, puttanesca, and the like. Salsas also fall into this category though, as do tomato-based curries, or condiments like ketchup, barbecue sauce, or the sauce used on the McDonald's McRib. By the way, I mentioned the McRib because when I attended a seminar given by the laundry evangelist for research for this series, he mentioned McRib sauce as one of the most stubborn to get out to those uninitiated in laundry science. Speaking of laundry science then, let's hear from our own Professor Preston on just what makes tomato sauce stains so killer.
Attack of the killer tomato!
The chemical composition of tomatoes imparts certain innate stain-causing qualities. The iconic red color of the tomato comes from the carotenoid pigment lycopene. This pigment stains anything it touches that deep tomato red. And the natural acidity of tomatoes causes lycopene stains to set that much faster. This staining capacity is also compounded by the fact that many tomato sauces contain other stain-causing elements in their ingredients. Oils, tannins, proteins, and greases essentially create a hybrid stain combining the qualities of two or more staining agents. Fortunately, most of these additional staining agents should still respond to the techniques we lay out in this video. But if not, you can always outline the tips employed in our video on grease stains, or our general stain removal guide focusing on the organic stains section. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an inexplicable urge to track down a McRib sandwich. As something you eat, tomato sauce stains are likely to occur at the most inopportune times, either when you are cooking or enjoying the fruits of your labor. Tomatoes are a fruit, after all, regardless of what the USDA thinks. Or you might also endure a tomato sauce stain after getting produce thrown at you as a result of a bad pun. Or maybe that one's just me. Whenever you happen to get a tomato sauce stain, it might be difficult to get away and initiate a pre-treatment routine, but the sooner you do so, the easier it will be to eventually get the stain out. Remember, the stain-causing elements in tomato sauces will set with time, becoming harder to remove the longer they sit. Therefore, if at all possible, politely excuse yourself from wherever you are and retreat to an area with a sink, like a restroom. Also, if possible, bring with you a clean, non-porous instrument like a spoon, as you'll want to begin by scraping off any excess sauce. If possible, avoid using a towel or cloth at this stage, as it could simply rub the sauce more deeply into the fabric. Next, if possible, remove the stained item and gently run a trickle of cool water through the stain from behind. Now, with a clean, absorbent material like a cloth or paper towel, gently blot at the stain to remove any remaining sauce. But be careful not to rub or scrub. If this is all you have the time and ability for at the moment, try not to worry and go back to whatever it is you were doing. If it's convenient and available, though, you can cover the stain with a gentle liquid dish detergent. Those with grease-fighting agents like Dawn are particularly useful here. Then dab away any excess. However, don't apply any conventional bar soaps or soap flakes to this stain. The lipids and fats in the soap can bond with lycopene, making the stain even worse. Now that we've gotten pre-treatment out of the way, let's cover how to remove a tomato sauce stain fully. The next steps here will depend somewhat on fabric type, but as always, be mindful of any garment care instructions found on a tag, and, if desired, test any cleaning methods on a discrete area of the garment first. First, for cottons, linens, and most machine-washable fabrics, start by moistening the area where the stain is, then cover the stain with a cleanser. You can use a gentle hand soap or dish detergent, but a liquid laundry detergent that is enzyme-rich and tannin-targeting will be your best bet. Keeping in mind that this video is not sponsored, you may see good results using products like Presto Bio-Based, Arm & Hammer Plus OxyClean, or Dirty Labs detergent. Let the cleanser sit for 10 minutes, then gently scrub with a soft brush like a toothbrush or by working the fabric against itself. Some people swear by rubbing an ice cube against these stains, with their logic being that the cold helps to draw out the stain. You can try this, but your mileage may vary, and we find that these more conventional techniques we're outlining should yield good results no matter what. With tomato sauce stains, persistence is key, so we recommend taking a picture of the stain between treatments to see if you're making any measurable progress. Simply put here, if you are making progress, keep it up. Once the stain is gone, you can put the garment through the wash as normal, but don't put it through the dryer until you're sure that the stain has been completely removed, as heat from a dryer can set stains. For persistent stains, you can follow largely the same method, subbing out the cleanser for a dedicated stain remover. We've gotten great results from the Laundress Stain Solution, but other popular choices include Grandma's Secret Spot Remover, Tide Rescue, and Chanticleer Shoyamakia. After all, who would know more about tomato sauce stains than the Italians? If you don't happen to have any of these stain removers, a solution of equal parts water and white vinegar can work similarly well. There are also stain removers specifically formatted for tomato stains in particular, like Carbona Stain Devils No. 2. In the past, we've found that these extremely targeted stain fighters don't actually work much better than general stain solutions, but let us know if you'd like to see a video in the future covering this topic in more depth. Follow the listed instructions on your stain remover of choice, then wash the garment as normal once the stain is completely gone. For spot clean only fabrics, especially silks, you can again follow the same basic instructions. Here, though, make sure that you're using a gentle cleanser suitable for the fabric, like the Laundress Delicate Wash or Heritage Park detergent. Similarly, leathers and suedes should only be cleaned using appropriate cleansers. And for both delicate fabrics and leather and suede, be more delicate in any scrubbing that you do on the material. Meanwhile, for woolens and knits, you'll want to avoid scrubbing entirely. Instead, moisten the stained area with water, apply a gentle cleanser, and allow it to sit for approximately 10 minutes. Then, soak the entire garment in a solution of tepid water and woolite or a similar detergent, following all instructions for your detergent of choice. Once the stain is gone, hand wash the entire garment and then let it air dry. And for more information on how to generally wash these garments, our guide to wool sweater maintenance has more. On the topic of soaking, for large, tough, or set-in tomato sauce stains on any garment that is washable, soaking the entire garment overnight first to reactivate the stain may be helpful. Even after soaking, though, tomato stains on white or lightly colored garments can be particularly difficult to remove completely. Here, then, you might also want to employ an oxygen bleach, keeping in mind the bleach's directions and the garment care tag instructions. And, as we've said in most installments of this series, we generally recommend avoiding chlorine bleach entirely. They may remove the stain, but they're also probably going to damage the fibers in your garment and therefore won't really be worth it. Instead, for any especially stubborn tomato sauce stains that you haven't been able to get out using the techniques we've already outlined, we'd then say that you should just bring them to your local dry cleaner. And as we've emphasized throughout the video, the sooner you can get these garments to the dry cleaner, the better, provided that you haven't already gotten the stains out yourself. And with that, you should have all that you need to properly defend yourself against the attack of the killer tomatoes. Let us know in the comments below if you have any other tips for removing tomato sauce stains, or if you've got any strong opinions on late 70s cult classic horror spoof films. In the meantime, though, let's run down today's outfit, which is hopefully sauce stain free. In today's video, I'm wearing a relatively casual outfit, good for being around the house or doing some stain removal. The central element is my polo shirt from Charles Tyrwhitt. I figured that a red color would be appropriate given the subject matter of the video. My trousers are plain brown, though they do feature a reddish undertone. My shoes are deep red hole-cut Oxfords with a hand-painted patina from Ace Marks, and to harmonize with them, I've gone for a belt in oxblood leather. My socks are from Fort Belvedere. They're one of our shadow-striped range, in this case in burgundy and light gray. In the outdoor footage you're seeing, I'm of course wearing my trusty coconut straw pork pie hat, and for a fragrance today, I've gone for Habit Rouge from Guerlain. This has continued the red color theme, of course. So, for the socks I'm wearing in today's video, as well as a wide array of other classic men's accessories, fragrances from the Roberto Ugolini collection, and corduroy trousers, you can take a look at the Fort Belvedere shop here.